Hello, I'm Jim Hilgendorf. Perhaps you've never heard of the White Rose. Its fame, however, has spread to the world. They were a small group of students at Munich University during the darkest days of Hitler's Germany. They secretly published and distributed a series of letters urging the German people to rise up against the Nazis. Eventually, they were all discovered and almost all executed. A few survived, one of them, Franz Mueller, who at age 80 still shares the message of the White Rose.
Resistance was hard work, night work. We had no money for the stamps, for example, and we had to work simply in times when other people were sleeping or in profession, and simply we had to separate us strictly, absolutely strictly from our family. And that was one of the hard points, that you have really a second life. You have two lives, a so-called normal life and a second life. But on the other side, it was also an evocation of fantasy. We had a quite good feeling during the resistance activities. First, because we really were deeply convinced that Hitler was the catastrophist for Europe and also other people, especially the catastrophist for humanity generally. And that gives you a good feeling. The question is, why is the White Rose, which was a very small group, altogether perhaps 50 people, young people, why is this group so famous? The answer is very simple, too simple, because they produced 6 leaflets against the war, against the Nazis, and it's always forgotten at the end of the 5th leaflet, the future of a new world, especially new Europe. Exactly what we do here now, today, in Europe, to unify Europe in one slowly coming together state, as the Americans did 200 years before, slowly. That we made a prophecy at the end of the leaflet number 5 in December, produced in December 42, that will come a united Europe and a free Europe and a democratic Europe. And therefore we are a little bit resistance people, but also people which had a prophecy and had a message to our country. And it's a real satisfaction for me, and a few of us are still living, 3 or 4, the youngest of the White Rose, that we see that what we wanted, what we wrote, and what we hoped, and for what we suffered, slowly but very surely comes in reality.